Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 20th. This week, we are just going to jump right in here and we are going to take a look at your current general energies in this first row. We're going to look at anything unexpected coming in for you in your second row. And then we're going to look at any advice about this upcoming Mercury retrograde. So, any advice that the universe has for the retrograde for you. The retrograde starts on September 27th, but again, we are in the shadow, so it's a good time to start thinking about that, Gemini. So let's see what comes up for you at this time. Gemini, you start off with this healing the heart energy here. Clearly, some of you could be healing. You could be healing from something like a toxic person from the past with the devil. Again, to me, I feel like a broken record today because pretty much every single person has had some sort of energy of healing from like a past toxic person. Mercury retrograde. I mean, basically during every single retrograde, there's a chance that an ex could come back. It doesn't mean you should take them back. It just means that, during a retrograde, that's when people show back up. During a retrograde, we can also heal from someone showing back up as well. So it's a great time for healing and, all that other stuff. But I really feel you could be healing at this time with the Healing the Heart card, probably from something from the past. You even have the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Devil. For some of you, again, I feel like you're setting yourself free. On the Devil, the chains that are around these people's necks, they're like meant to look loose. It's meant to look like something that could just lift it right off their head if they wanted to. So I feel for a lot of you, this is a realization that you're having. I'm even getting the words turning a corner on this Four of Wands. So if you've gone through a breakup recently or a separation or something, again, I feel like you're finally getting to that point where you're kind of healed, you're feeling better, things are going well. Four of Wands is a card of marriage, but it's also a card of freedom. These people have already been married, and they're celebrating on the other side of the Four of Wands here, Gemini. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like, I personally look at the Four of Wands as those people are like saying, hey, come over here and celebrate with us. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you could be having a celebration, or it's like you're, being invited to, some sort of celebration here. We even have the Ten of Cups here. Wouldn't surprise me if some of you experience some sort of like family reunion or something is popping into my head with this energy. So, that could be going on. But, to me, Ten of Cups can just represent fortune after difficulty. So I feel like this is just saying that there are improvements coming in for you here. I really feel also that this is more, again, I get that like turning the corner words are popping into my head. So I feel for a lot of you, it's kind of like you're turning a corner. It's like just, general improvements basically. But let's see here what is going on for you. Here you go. You have the Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Cups. Wheel of Fortune is like turning a corner. Wheel of Fortune can be a change in your fortunes, things getting better. So I just feel like there is like a very solid change in your fortunes here. With the Four of Wands, you have the Justice card. I do feel like some of you could be going through a divorce or a separation, and this would just represent justice here. Again, even if we go this way right here, we have the Four of Wands, Justice card, Knight of Wands with the Judgment card. This could be like some sort of settlement or like a judgment being handed down. So some of you could be wrapping up a divorce or something like that. And with the Devil, you have the Three Cups, a celebration. Again, and another card of reunion as well. I got that word on the Ten of Cups. So it wouldn't surprise me if some of you maybe were like having a family reunion, or maybe you're like finally getting back together with some family or something like that. I feel like it'll just make you feel good. It'll just like put you in a happy place, especially with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is very much our energy as well. It's like if we can be in that state of joy that is on the Ten of Cups, then that's how we create this right here, the turnaround. The Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is always spinning. We control the direction of the wheel with our vibrations. There's a snake on the side here, and that snake represents your vibes. So again, I would try to keep yourself in a state of joy at this time, because it's just going to turn that wheel in a positive direction, plain and simple. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Patience card here. I do feel like some of you are going to have to be patient for change. I literally asked for what, and you have the change card. So we have this change right here with the Wheel of Fortune. I would be patient, but I do feel almost like, I feel like supermarket sweep here, Gemini, is what I'm getting with that Seven of Cups. This is why I would be patient. You have the Seven of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Six of Pentacles. I'm going to explain to you what I'm feeling. The Knight of Wands is like your desires. Seven of Cups, I feel like, is a list. I feel like this list in my head. And I feel like Supermarket Sweep. I don't know if you ever watched Supermarket Sweep, but they give people, like, time. I don't remember. I wasn't even born when that show was on TV, so, whatever. But basically, they gave people shopping carts, and they had a certain amount of time to run around and get stuff to fill up their cart, right? It's like, I feel that for... That's what I feel for you, Gemini. It's like, I feel like the universe is, like, saying, okay, you can have whatever you want. Right now, but you have to like get it all into your shopping cart. You need to, but I feel like the time limit, it's not really a time limit. I feel like the universe wants you to be clear. I feel like that's what the time limit is, if that makes sense, Gemini. Where it's like the universe is saying you can have whatever you want, but you have to be very, very specific about what you want. And I feel like that's the kind of limitation here, if that makes sense. And so I would get very clear. I feel like the universe is giving you like a list where it's like saying, fill this out and give it back to me because you can have whatever you want after you fill it out. But again, I feel like there's need to be specific about it. I also feel that what you have to do here is Six of Pentacles. And you have the Justice card as well. Both cards have a scale, and they kind of represent tilting energy in your favor. They kind of represent the fact that you will receive whatever side of the scale you put your energy into. If you put your energy into, bad things, you're going to get bad things. You put it into good things, you're going to get good things. So I do feel that there is a need here for you to kind of make sure you're kind of balancing your energies correctly. I also feel like the universe, it's almost like the patience thing is like the universe is saying, I'm going to give you time to clean up your vibration. So it's like if you want $1 billion, it's like there is a certain energy that someone who has $1 billion has. So the universe is saying, clean up your vibration, get it to that place so that you can get it. There is a certain vibration that people who have positive relationships give off. I feel like this is saying, give off that vibration and clean up your energy because you will get it very quickly. So I really see this not really as something unexpected, but more, it kind of is because, I feel like maybe you're just not expecting the universe to be like, here, you can have whatever you want. But I feel like it's more of like a cleaning up your vibration. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Page of Pentacles here. Again, I would be I feel like you should be picky at this time. The Page of Pentacles is a card of being very picky, nitpicky even. But I feel like this is like, again, it's almost like the universe is saying, okay, I'm giving you permission to be super picky. I'm giving you permission to like get very, very detailed about what you want your future life to look like. So do it. The Wheel of Fortune is taking control of your destiny. It is, taking control of your personal vision for your life. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is. It is like how you see your life. So I feel for some of you, it's almost like you have the power at this time, for sure. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Knight of Cups and the Four of Cups. Definitely you probably experienced a lot of disappointments in love. Four of Cups, as far as love is concerned, can say that you are probably receiving plenty of offers, or you could be, but they're just not good. They're just not good offers. Knight of Cups is like a knight in shining armor. Knight of Cups also asks us to open up our heart. So it says you have to have an open heart to allow someone into your life. And that's what I would be doing with that Knight of Cups here. The Six of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Swords, needing to realize that there isn't only one way of doing things, needing to open up to multiple ways of doing things. Eight of Swords is a one-dimensional card. It represents the fact that she is basically only looking at one way of doing things. If she looked at three ways of doing things, she would see that if she just leaned up against the swords, she would be able to cut her hands free. Then she could take her blindfold off because her hands would be free, and she could see that all she has to do is step forward and she would free herself from these 8 swords. So for a lot of you, I do feel like there could be certain things that you're not looking at as far as love is concerned specifically. If you're having the same problem over and over and over again with people that you're dating, maybe it's the type of people that you're dating, right? Or maybe it's something inside of you. I'm not calling you out here, but we all have problems, right? I got a whole list of them, plenty of them, trust me. So plenty of things to work on here, right? There's a lot of material right here, as I like to say. So what I would say is, don't be afraid to like work on things or look at things that could need to be worked on. If you keep experiencing the same thing over and over and over again in relationships, it's like maybe it's a part of you. Maybe it's something inside of you that is causing these problems. Fix it, right? And there's nothing wrong. There's no shame in fixing something, is what I would say here. But this kind of asks you to look at it. Same thing in like work or business as well. The Eight of Swords says there are just like multiple ways to accomplish your goal. So just stay open to that. Finally, in the area of the retrograde itself and your advice, you have this yin energy here. Definitely like a backseat type of energy. It's kind of like an energy of more of a passive energy. I think it'd be a good time for you to meditate, rest, relax, recover, like all those things with this card. And yeah, that's what I would be doing with this energy. I would just be kind of resting, relaxing, recovering. You have the Empress here, which is like a card of pampering yourself, taking care of yourself. So I would definitely do that. But you have the Empress, the Judgment card, and the Three of Cups. I feel for a lot of you, it's time to go through this transition. It's time to leave the coffin. You know, these people, they're being called out of their coffins, but they're still standing inside their coffins. They haven't gotten out of the coffins yet. So I feel for a lot of you, this is about needing to step out of your coffin, needing to kind of like step into a new world, needing to have some sort of transition, right? Even the Empress, really good card, but as I always say, she represents chaotic force as well. There's a waterfall in the background here behind her. The waterfall kind of reminds her of chaotic force. It reminds her that things can always go wrong, or that, there are things that can happen to us randomly as well, no matter what. It kind of reminds us that we don't really have control over our destiny sometimes necessarily, right? Sometimes shit happens, as they say, right? But the way that I'm seeing this is it's kind of like, I feel like it's saying that you could be in a comfortable place, but she needs to remember that she has to continue to grow, right? It's like right now she has a harvest. Right now she has abundance, but what happens during wintertime when all that wheat dies? Then what is she going to do? So, I feel for some of you, that sounds scary. I don't think it's scary at all. I feel like what this is reminding you to do is to like stay prepared. It's like saying things could be getting good or things are improving in your life, but make sure you're also preparing for the future. Which she has probably done. She is meant to represent wealth and abundance, right? Her clothes are meant to look like quality clothing and all this other stuff. So she has probably prepared for many winters, and that's why the waterfall is there. She remembers that things can always go upside down, right? So I feel like that this is, I do get that here, where I feel like this retrograde would be a good time for you to like prepare for the future. With the Empress, you have the Ace of Wands, very positive new beginning coming in for you. I like this. Very good. If you're not trying to get pregnant, I would be careful. Use your imagination. Ask your mom when you get older, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about. But Ace of Wands, Empress, that is very strong pregnancy energy. So if you're not trying to get pregnant, I would definitely be careful there. I always get comments from people who are like, I'm 70, I can't get pregnant. I'm like, message is not for you then. Plain and simple. This is a general reading, right? So if you can get pregnant, don't. And you don't want to, don't. If you do, go for it. Also, very good for creative energy. So if you're creating anything new in your life, this is like very successful. With the Judgment card, you have the Star. Like I said, resting, relaxing, pampering, taking care of yourself really would be very good for you. Clearly, you have like literally every single card in the deck that could possibly represent that, except for the Four of Swords showing up here. So if you're like, if you want to rest, relax, get a massage, take some time to meditate during this retrograde, all those things would be very good for you with this energy, for sure. And with the Three of Cups, you have the Queen of Cups. Again, another card of nurturing. So, and another card of the mother. So definitely be careful if you're not trying to get pregnant. Like I said, if you are, go to town. By all means, like I said. But if you're not, be careful. Also, just a really good creation energy. So if you're creating something new, love it. We're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards now, Gemini. Pretty straightforward reading. I love it. I feel like you're taking control of your destiny. Something is clearly turning around here. And it looks like a very positive new beginning. But we're going to pull 3 cards. If you don't have questions, that's fine too. I'm going to put all 3 cards together. But 1, 2, and 3, feel free to pause this reading if you need to think of your questions. And for question number 1, I would say yes, 6 of Wands. Definitely success, abundance coming in for you. For question number 2, you have the 9 of Pentacles. Yes. Did you have the 9 of Pentacles here? No. But I feel yes, definitely on that 9 of Pentacles. And question number 3, I would say yes. Page of Cups, 3 yeses. This looks good to me. Putting this all together, I do feel there's going to be some sort of victory with the 6 of Wands or success coming in for you here. The 9 of Pentacles could be you being single, and the Page of Cups could be new love coming in. And I do see a lot of new love opportunity here in your reading. So if you're looking for love, looks really good, especially if you're healing yourself or if you have if you have healed yourself in some way. So I do feel that there could be new love coming in for you here. For others, this could just be you working towards something that you've been dreaming of, which we see here as well with the Seven of Cups, the Star, the Knight of Cups as well. Something people forget about the Knight of Cups is he's normally looking into that cup. He is imagining his future life, and he just needs to cross that river that's in front of him. So I feel this is very good for those of you. Again, this whole entire reading, if you don't want love, even if you do, I would say if you're creating something like a new project, writing a book, creating a piece of art, creating a YouTube channel, whatever, it doesn't matter what you're creating, this looks amazing. I mean, damn. Really good energy for starting something new, starting a project, anything creative. So love it. Looks amazing. So thank you for being here, Gemini. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.